What's your plan for escaping the matrix? Guys, it's Jeff Smith. I'm here on a solo episode today. We're going to talk real quick about some exciting things we've got coming up for the Tactical Empire this week. Happy 4th of July weekend. We're coming off a great long weekend where we celebrated freedom. And it's a big week for the Tactical Empire as well. We have a book dropping, Operation Wealth, on Thursday. Operation Wealth is a book that I wrote for you guys and for my kids, essentially. Um, at the Tactical Empire, we teach a structured playbook of financial kind of advice. We're not financial planners or advisors or anything like that, but ultimately, what we want to do is buy cash flow assets and use infinite banking systems to be our own bank and then buy cash flow assets to give us freedom of choice, freedom of time, freedom of location, things like that. And Shawn and I have both implemented these systems and been fairly successful at growing our systems. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to capture this, and essentially I wanted to write this book and make it a playbook for you guys so that if you don't want to join the Tactical Empire or anything like that, like no problem. Or if I would just wanted to put this book in as many hands as possible so that you guys have the ability to implement your systems for yourself and your family in order to choose whatever you guys want to do, right? If you want to work your W-2 job, if you want to build a business, ultimately, I am fundamentally just about expanding your freedom and optimizing your life in all areas. So being great husbands, great fathers, and making a lot of money is the premise that we live by, and that's what we're trying to do. And so this is the absolute playbook to make that happen in your life. It does not suggest directions for you. It gives a lot of it gives a lot of choices, and then you kind of paint by numbers and pick which system works for you, what asset classes you want to get involved in, things like that. And ultimately, it's to buy you financial freedom in 2 to 7 years, which is what we say. It just depends on where you start the process, but this is what we do in Accelerator and also in our Inner Circle group. The Inner Circle group is a business network of guys that are buying assets, buying businesses, buying real estate, and continuing to move their lives forward on a regular basis and helping through collaboration and joint ventures and things like that, deal sharing. So this Thursday, Operation Wealth will be live on Amazon. So you guys can buy the playbook and implement the system for yourself. This system I built probably 8 years ago. It didn't have a name, it didn't have any structure, and it was something that we had been installing in our lives for years before. But I was tasked with building a mastermind for a company, and I built their highest level mastermind and grew that program to about $2 million a year in revenue. And using these systems, it created 50 some millionaires in that particular group, net worth millionaires, which we've talked about on past episodes. Not really something that's important to us, because the focus is cash flow. You are trying to develop cash flow in your life as quickly as possible that you are not trading dollars for hours for. Um, if you're a high income earner and you're trading dollars for hours for a pretty good hourly rate, we teach you to sweep as much of that away into assets that are paying you on a monthly basis so that you have more freedom of choice of how you spend your time. Um, like I said, I wrote this book for my kids because I truly feel like the old financial tools are outdated and dead to us. They don't teach you this stuff in school. They don't teach you how to escape the matrix, if you will, for lack of a better term. And it's by design, I believe. Our financial illiteracy through public schools and things like that is totally by design. They want you to work until you're 70 years old and then try to enjoy a couple of years of your life for all the pennies you've scraped aside, and they want to keep you poor. And take you 40 years to achieve any sort of financial means. And that's just unnecessary. If you use your money wisely now and sweep it aside and invest in assets that pay you on a regular basis, monthly, quarterly, um, lump sum type things. If you're doing certain ventures, flipping, there's a lot of ways to make this work for you guys. But ultimately, it's an evaluation of how much money do you make on a regular basis that doesn't require your time or effort. That's why we talk about qualified programs all the time. The qualified programs you plow your money into every paycheck, and they hold them until you're 59 and a half years old, or whatever the rules are to that particular product, right? And so we just fundamentally don't believe that in that method, because providing cash flow today has an exponential rate of return on your overall life. And ultimately, 59 and a half is not promised to any of us anyway. So I would rather enjoy it now and experience it now, buy myself the space and freedom. This is the same exact system we've used to allow us to travel full time and RV and experience all the things that we're getting to do with our kids while they're young and still live with us and still want to spend time with us, right? This is the system we implemented in our own financial lives that allows us the opportunity to do all that and travel to all 50 states with our kids while they live with us and enjoy this season of life that they're in and watch them grow, right? While not worrying about how we're spending our time to earn money. And so my particular path has involved infinite banking to real estate investing. We've got a variety of different strategies within our groups, right? And so the guys are buying businesses, they run businesses, obviously, but some guys are W-2 guys that are looking for investments. We've got more passive deals. We've got a land fund that's going, a Reg A fund. There's really all there's vending machine guys in the group that invest in vending machines and vending machine routes. So really the gamut of asset classes is wide. The actual parameters are that the investments that you're making now have to pay you on a monthly or quarterly basis. And that is it. We're looking for cash flow. I mean, you could even do um, dividend producing stocks and things like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Some guys are day trading in the group and kind of dipping their toe into that as an opportunity to create some more income and cash flow as well. So there's a lot of neat stuff going on, but ultimately, if you put this 7 levels of financial freedom in, which is what Operation Wealth teaches you about, if you implement the 7 levels of financial freedom into your life and allow it to expand for you, you will have more choice, more freedom, and more ability to control the things that conventional wisdom tells you don't have control over: who you work for, where you spend your time, the fact that you have to go to work Monday through Friday, things like that. And so, I mean, we've got a lot of low hanging fruit goals within our group. We establish a bare ass minimum, which is like your amount of money you need on a regular basis. If you step through the 7 levels, you'll understand what all these are. But um, the sometimes we're trying to establish that because that's the first level of freedom, right? If your monthly nut is $5,000 a month, that's where we want to get you to first, because now you have the freedom of choice, like we're talking about. Does your wife still want to work? That's the next question, right? Maybe not. It just is to provide you and your family options so that as you dip in and out of these different seasons of life, you have the ability to reevaluate and understand your financial position and have the ability to choose what you want to do on a regular basis. And that is the purpose of what we're doing. So catch us Thursday. Operation Wealth drops. I hope you guys will grab a copy and give it a quick read and see if you can implement the systems for yourself. You will be better off, I can assure you, a year from now, 2 years from now. And there's zero question in my mind the system works. We've seen it countless times with hundreds of business owners. And So go out Thursday and give us a follow. It's a big week for Tactical Empire. Let me know if you have any questions or you want to implement the system for yourself. That's what we do. Like I said, an accelerator, we build the program for you, with you, hand in hand. You choose what you want, but we show you exactly how to implement it, and you walk out of there, out of that 90 days with your own system in place, and also having your business optimized and delegated and things like that. We consult on a variety of different things. We cover the whole gamut of the 4Fs, which is fitness, family, freedom, and finances. We cover all those bases throughout the accelerator program. But the book has everything in it that you need. So you can absolutely go grab a copy and implement the system yourself. Send me a message if you grab a copy. Tag me in your posts. Take a picture, tag me. I would love it. I'll share them out. So I appreciate you guys listening. Like I said, this is an exciting week for the Tactical Empire. Shawn and I are really looking forward to helping a lot more people. And this system will set you and your family free and give you a variety of options. That's what we're looking to do. It's not a get rich quick, like fix all. It's a system that you implement, you work, you sweep money into, and it will change your entire life and future. So have a great week. Kick ass. We will see you on the next episode.